Hey guys, congratulations on the new season. I wanted to hear a little bit about your characters and where they're going this season, and where you see the potential areas of a little bit of conflict coming up.
Well, thank you so much, man. We're very excited about our second season. My character, John, he gets to try his hand in relationships. He was helping everybody else the first season. I just remembered this from all these other interviews. Anyway, he gets to try his hand in a relationship. So you see him, first season, he was trying to get his life financially, as he still is, trying to get his entrepreneurship on, trying to find who he is. And so he tries his hand in a relationship, and you get to journey that as I, try to help my bros along their journeys.
Yeah, Tom, you'll see, like I'm somewhat the level-headed peacemaker diplomat of the group, and you'll see more of that because there's some disagreements amongst the bros and some dissension in the ranks, and I try my best to maintain and be the glue to keep everybody together. And you'll see the challenges that come along with that, and how I kind of navigate that, as well as personal issues that maybe take me away from that duty.
Yeah, and I think Mike is figuring out that he's finding out the error of his ways based off of what he wants and what he can't get because of who he is. So he has to take a deep dive into who he actually is, and figuring that out in order to get what he ultimately wants.
Bill has to get his life together. Bill's a hot mess, and luckily the bros are there to try to clean it up. But Bill's trying to figure out his love life. That's what Bill's trying to do. Bill's trying to figure out his love life and keep it together and get it together. And it is going to be quite the journey, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. What was one of the craziest moments that's had? So it seems like a pretty fun show to film. What's one of the craziest things that's happened on set?
The craziest scene for me was me and Alyssa Goss, who plays Pam. Oh. And I will just have to let that lay as it is. And there will be no question about what I'm talking about when that airs.
Yeah,
I blacked out. I blacked out in the scene, and I don't know what happened. Still waiting to see what happened. So once I watch it, we'll know. But it felt great. It felt great. It's so easy to connect with her, and she's the best actor I've ever met in my life. So I'm just excited to watch that go on.
There's a moment where it happened with my mom, Monty. Phil, was Mike there in that scene?
No, it was me.
No, but Tom comes later. Right. It was just this moment in the scene, and I just remember Mr. Perry giving an ad lib to my mom in the show Alice, and she did it, and it was just so funny to me. I could not stop laughing. I could not get back into character for a long time. Like, it's how people keep laughing. It's like everybody's over it, but you're still laughing. It was that Monty, wasn't it? I could not.
That was at the apartment with moms. That's what it was.
I could not.
I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah,
Eric, I was laughing uncontrollably because it was just that funny to me. And like, we trying to get back into the scene. Okay, everybody settle down. Okay, cool. And then I bust into it again. I just started laughing again. It was funny to me. So I'll never forget that, because I don't think they even got a good take of me not laughing. Like, I don't know. I watch old 90s sitcoms. I don't know if you ever watched Martin, and sometimes they break character on the scene because that's all they had, but you might find that.
So finally, for you, Monty and Mehdi, why don't you talk a little bit about what do you think the show says about relationships between men and their friendships? What do you hope the audience takes away from it?
I believe it says, and this is just my perspective, and some people may not agree, but I think for men, one of the most underrated relationships we have is our relationships with other men. We got our parental relationships, we got our relationships, intimate ones, but we truly underestimate the power of brotherhood. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know oftentimes I'm a little more comfortable sharing a vulnerable moment with my bros and my closest boys than I might be with my wife, than I might be with my mother or my pops or something, you know what I mean? And I think it really hits home, because for a lot of dudes out there, that's their closest relationships. that's who they confide in the most. And so I think this show kind of, it touches on that. It shows that like the relationship men have with other men on a real level, that vulnerability we're allowed to express, that space we give to each other, it is truly underrated. And the bros, we get to express that. And anybody watching season 2, you get to go along this journey and you get a real cool little insight to what those relationships are like and how important they are to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a tagline of our show that says, "We ain't family, but we family." And I love that, because it's really in this brotherhood, like most all friendships in life, you're not forced, because it's not a blood relationship. It's all by choice. And with that choice, there's like everything that comes along with it, sacrifice, and you'll see there's disagreements, there's obstacles, but above all is the love that we all choose to share with one another. And like, I think you could see it in season 1. I think this season really develops it even more deeply, and it just going to continue to grow, which is great.